What's up, Doc? King of the waffle fries. Dathan, how are you? Aaron, what's up? Sleeves, what's going on? Slag Cat, what's up? James, how are you? Oh, Kisco Falls Mike, what's going on, man? PRR Sean. Yeah, they don't match up perfectly. You can see right there, but I don't have many other options. It's either these cars or no cars. Oh, Mike's doing some work. Angler, what's going on? I know, Sam. The demo units, I'm pretty happy with that thing, man. I think it's pretty awesome. Pops Trains, what's going on? It's a solid train. I did have an issue with the smoke unit though. It was like noisy as heck, so I had to oil it. But other than that, though, it seems pretty solid. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. Pops Trains, what's going on? Ray, what's up? How's everybody feeling? A week out from. We're a week past York. We were there. I was at the club right now. Last Thursday. Kisco Mike, I definitely do. Doug, what's up? Like I was telling Mike's American Flyer, like when the show came to an end and we were driving back to the hotel on Friday evening, I was like, I cannot believe how fast it flies by while you're there. It just. What's up, Will? Yeah, it was nice to meet you too, finally. Even like when you're walking through the halls and they announce the time, like, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to my phone at all when I'm there walking around trying to find stuff. And then they'll start announcing like 1 hour till the member hall is closed, and you're like, damn, it feels like we just started shopping. But it definitely cruises past. If the trains seem too loud, let me know. I can turn the volume down. Exactly, Mike. 100% on that one. 8 hours of work seems like a week. Thanks, Pops Trains. That was my big York purchase. That was actually my first engine I've ever purchased at York, too. Uh-oh, Ray. Doc needs a mini sticker. I know, Mike. When we cracked that open in the trunk of the car and actually saw what it looked like, I was like, this was a winner for sure. Matt's O'Gage, what's going on? It was nice to meet you. Dawn Peck with the gracious gift. I really appreciate that, Dawn. Really awesome. I was just giving you guys some trains to watch at first instead of looking at my ugly mug. I had a few people reach out to me about coming on tonight to show some York purchases, so we'll see if we can actually get them on here or not. Dathan's already getting on the road for work. Dathan, what do you work, the midnight shift, I'm guessing? I'm confused about Restream now. It must have updated or something. I think you can do portrait and landscape mode, but don't know how to work that. Or I don't know if it would like automatically go on YouTube. Doc, what part are you talking about? That sounds pretty awesome, Aaron. You talking about when the show first started, Doc, or when they were filming the live for the Three Rails, Four Dads? All right, boys. Angler wants to know if anybody watched the Dave and Ryan show, and if anybody's ordering a Vision Line. Big boy. Pops trains. That's an Erie passenger train. MTH passenger cars with the Lionel Legacy E8s. Thanks, Mike. Kisco Falls says he got tickets for Steamtown. That'll be pretty awesome. Nothing wrong with that, Sleeves. There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Dawn saying Dave and Ryan need a new camera. I didn't watch any of that. John's going to work. Check this out. This is, you guys didn't see it, but this is what Dawn gave me at York. first Pennsylvania Railroad first aid. And then there's like a work order also. Pretty awesome. Thanks again, Dawn. That was really nice of you. What's up, Tim? How are you? Yeah, Pops, I like the green a lot. I actually like the green on the E8 Lionels, like the striping. Not sure if it's right or not, but I kind of like that green better than the green on the passenger cars. I know, Ray didn't even give me a koozie. What a nice guy. Sean said he likes the 4014 250 Tour Edition, but doubts he'll order it. That's funny, Angler. I didn't watch their live. I mean, I don't plan on getting a big boy, so I'm not really not worried about it. It looks like you can stream both ways. Oh, Ray said he didn't even keep one for himself either. Maddie C actually reached out to me about getting some koozies done. Lauren's going to order some more prints. So if anybody's interested in getting a koozie made, let me know, because she buys them by like the sheet. These Lindbergh special cars, it cracks me up. They got the Lionel famous like haze on the windows. I was telling Lauren, it reminds me of like a car that people are just in there chain smoking, and the windows are all fogged up from all the smoke. Darren, what's going on? I got to find out when our people want to. If any of you guys that are in the chat right now would like to join too, let me know. I can try to get you on here if you want to show me your purchases off. Well, so their camera just looks like it's blurred out the entire time.
Dispatcher, are we clear through the diamond? Over. Roger, your track is clear. Dispatcher out.
Roscoe, are you asking me if I had any regrets at York? I think that's what you mean. Maybe not. Big Rich, what's going on, buddy? Got to meet Big Rich at York. That was really cool. The Sea Liners are nice. I like them. Keep an eye out if you guys see. I'd like to get the other unit for it, actually, so I don't know how hard that'll be to find. But what's up, Lou? Roscoe, there were a couple, I wouldn't say it was a regrets, but like, I know better than to do this, but whenever the show is early, I hate buying stuff right out of the gate. And not that it was horrible, but they did have there was a Lionel GP7, I believe. It was a non-powered unit, and it was a powered unit or a non-powered unit, and they wanted like $100 for it. And I would have liked to have got it. I mean, I didn't buy it. I should have bought it, but other than that, not really. I mean, there was nothing that I had to have that I didn't buy. But it was a lot of fun hanging out with everybody. Yeah, Roscoe, I mean, that's unfortunate. There's always next time. This portrait thing is like completely throwing me off. I hung out with Lou a good bit at the show, actually. I would agree with this, what Lou said right here. I feel like a lot of people did find a lot. I'll get rid of this thing. Doc, it's funny because you made the comment to me about eating the waffle fries right behind the camera. And then, what do you know, Newt made a meme of you eating the fries. That was pretty funny, though. Oh, Bill's at work. Bill, you putting some OT in? I would agree with Mike on this one here. It does go too fast. It's crazy how fast it goes. I doubt I'll go to the Esprit. Is that the one in Washington? It's actually not. It's actually not far from me yet. If that's the one you're talking about. But yeah, the first day flew by. I don't even think I bought. I didn't buy anything the first day. Besides the two, I had to pick up. Like I said, I had to pick passenger cars up, and I had to pick up the other passenger. I had to pick all my passenger cars up. But other than that, I didn't buy anything at the show the first day. I did get some new smoke fluid. I got Cranberry Woods because Tattoo Mike told me about it. The butterscotch, it smells pretty good. I haven't ran the butterscotch yet. And then the donut shop. The donut shop smells pretty good also. Rich, you need to hit it hard since you hit it hard at York, so now you gotta hit it hard at work. Yeah, Mike, it's funny when you say that. Like, I do the same thing. I try to walk through kind of quick and do one lap through, and then I go back and hit up stuff. But There's some things that I've seen people buy, and I'm like, where did you find that at? Because I didn't see it. That or they got it before it was there. But there's been people that went the day after I went and bought things, and I'm like, damn, I would have liked to have seen that, or how did I miss that? Yeah, the donut shop is good. I actually. See if the smoke sheen is still loud as hell. I've been trying to break it in. Still a little noisy. I opened it up. Yeah, Bill, that was Andy setting that tent up and doing what he did for the show. That was awesome. Aaron said he pre-ordered Joker's custom run skybox car. Nice. But yeah, Andy, what he does is really nice. Really awesome that he does that. What do you think of that track cleaning car, Dawn? Do you like it? I bought one a couple shows ago. I mean, they're solid, I think. Smoke unit's still noisy, but not as bad. Look at Rich. He said he had to go. Stopped at the train store and had to get a $280 pre-order. What'd you get, Rich? My E8s I feel like they take forever to start warming up. Maddie, see, that's kind of weird now. So yours is loud too. I tried oiling it. It still sounds loud. Look what we got here. Jeremy's up in here. I opened mine up. I put some oil on top of the motor and I tried to stick some oil underneath it, and it's still not as loud as it was, but it's still making some noise. Maddie C. Look what I got, boys. Lauren, well, look at Lauren got me. We got some baffles. Look at Doc here. You got 17 Reading heavyweights. Reading. I had this thing smoking good the other night. They don't seem like they're smoking as good. The Sea-Liner smokes really good. Sea-Liner's a smoker. Still got some noise to it. I don't understand. That's weird. It's weird that yours is loud too, though, Maddie. I could see one of them, but for both of them to be loud, that's kind of weird. Also, Maddie C saying that it's kind of an issue with the Sea-Liner's loud smoke units. It almost sounds like to me like something's rubbing in there, but I opened it up and I didn't see nothing. I put some oil in there and still a little noisy, but it's better than it was. I know people say you can pop off the fan, but I've never tried that. I'm too worried I'll end up breaking the impeller off or something. That's a nice engine, Rich. I like it. Yeah, that Sea-Liner smoking better than the Eries are. Travis is saying the color difference doesn't look bad. Thanks. I mean, it's definitely different, but that's kind of what Lauren said, the same thing. When I first put it on there, she's like, nah. Then I got them all out, and she's like, it's not as bad. The stripe definitely doesn't look the best. Doug, I like the bush apples. And then if you want to add like a little bit of a kicker to it, it's really good if you get a bush apple and then take a shot of cinnamon whiskey and put it in there. It's like a cinnamon apple. Pretty good stuff. Travis, are you ready to come on to show off your York purchases, or are you not ready yet? I'll get you in here first. Yeah, Aaron, you got it right there. Good combo. Or Jack Daniels Fire, any of that. All right, Travis said he'll be 15 minutes and he'll be ready to join to show off his York haul. I think Mike's American Flyer was going to jump on here at one point. He reached out to me to show his off. B&O told me he was going to come on, so I think we got some guests lined up. If anybody else wants to come on and show what you got, you're more than welcome to. We want to have a lot of people wanting to hop on. All right, we're gonna go with Mike's American Flyer first. Lou, I should have bought that GG1. I told Salty after. I was like, I probably should have bought that. But I'm glad you like it. I think you stole that thing, dude. You stole that. All right, Mike's gonna come on real quick here. We'll try to. Depending on how many people want to come on, we'll try to keep it not kind of quick, but. Yeah, the Erie 8s, they just, I mean, I only run my smoke units on low, but they take some time to heat up. Doc, at least you got a place where you can keep your stuff at. My house is like overloaded. Jeremy, I wouldn't say he got a GG1. He stole a GG1. That's how good of a. He got a really good price on it. Aaron, I got 2 cases as of right now. Salty is always right. All right, we got Mike. We'll bring him on here. Hold on, Mike. Give me 1 second.
Hey guys, how's everybody? I got to turn up the volume here. Hang on 1 second. Where's my volume key? There it is. Oh, it is all the way up.
I'm gonna put my AirPods in, Mike.
All right, hang on. Let me see if I can get my phone connected. I got it set up next to the layout. Hope everybody's having a great night. Good to see everybody on here.
LMP, what's going on? All right, guys. We got Mike's live camera here, and we can show you guys what he got at the show. He also made a YouTube video, so make sure you go check out his YouTube video.
All right.
Are you still looking at the chat, Mike?
Let me bring it up. I gotta add it back in. There we go. Got it.
How you doing, Trains of Lark? Thanks for stopping
Hey Lark,
by.
how we doing?
Sam said you're his favorite Mike by far.
Oh, hey Sam. That's funny. I love it. Thank you. Man, was this a fun York? I gotta tell you, this was my biggest haul. I've never spent this kind of money at York or surrounding York. It was just a great time.
Mike, you did
Not
well
sure.
in your YouTube video too. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, and thank you for the help with some of the technical issues.
So the people that did not watch your video, do you want to tell them what you got at York?
Yeah, absolutely. So of course nothing's synced up here. Coming around the far side of the layout, on point is the Atlantic coastline northern that Mike found at Brady's warehouse sale a couple of years ago for me. And then my York pickup, which I just stumbled on, I wasn't even looking for them, were the Chrome Bud Atlantic Coastline passenger cars. And man, they're just incredible. Look at the shine on those things, and they actually have interiors, which you didn't get with American Flyer. American Flyer only put the silhouettes in the windows, and those interiors are so nice.
Those cars are fantastic, Mike. I think I like them better than my cars. I love how they're shiny.
Yeah, I'm glad they were the chrome ones because they also offered just the silver ones, and I saw these and I just couldn't pass them up. There was just no way. And then the other thing that you see rolling past the screen right now is the Pennsylvania Railroad Wreck Train set. That was something that wasn't a York purchase itself. It was something that Mike found on eBay a week or two before York, and the seller happened to be in the York area. So I was able to make a deal and pick those up coming into York. And it's actually two sets. So it's the base or the original set is a GP7 single motor, and it included two bunk cars and a kitchen car and the box car. And then there was an add-on set that included the flat car, the gondola, the work caboose, and a big ass crane that I don't have in the consist right now. And then I threw in there the Coors Brewery Reefer that Mike gave me at York because I wanted to make sure I got that on tonight too.
Yeah, Mike, I'd say you did very well.
Yeah, it was a good spending spree.
Nick from Nittany's Trains is in here. What's up, Nick?
Hey Nick, good evening. How are you? It was nice to meet you at York.
Yeah, those are really nice cars. Really nice.
And then I mentioned it in my York Hall video. Tomorrow, the Vista Dome add-on car is supposed to be delivered. So I'll get to add that to the set. I think that'll look great.
Yeah, Mike, you did well.
Scrolling back through the chat here, literally many projects. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that. Looking good. Thanks, Sam. You know, I should have Mike send you that photo he took. When he picked it up, he put it on his layout next to his ACL Northern. The size difference is just phenomenal. It's incredible to see those two side by side.
I couldn't believe the size difference myself. It was crazy.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that.
It's kind of weird that they only made that work train with the one motor in that GP7. Because if you buy both sets, you said it struggles to pull that crane hard, don't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think part of it was the traction tires were probably hard, and they needed to kind of warm up and break in, I guess, if that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking anyway, because it seems to pull much better after I've run it a bit.
Nick said you got a nice layout, Mike.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that.
No, it's nice you got the entire set. I had to sit there and find each piece for my work train. Mike just buys them both sets and gets everything all at one time.
Yeah, putting yours together was kind of like piecework. I was, when you found these and sent them to me, I was just blown away because I had no idea that these were ever made. And the fact that they were still brand new in sealed original shipping boxes just blew my mind.
Yeah, Sam, we all missed them.
Mike, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the exact same thing. The only other thing that I got, and again, it wasn't at York, but it was around that time, so we'll consider it a York pickup, was a New York Central Flyer Chief Northern / Mohawk. Right in the box, which blew my mind. And that was, I think, from 2016 is when it was cataloged. So it looks almost identical, except for the paint scheme as the ACL Northern.
Sam is too much. Sam is too much.
Sam. Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate that. I really enjoy them. I seeing them in the box, it's like, yeah, they're nice, but getting them out and getting them on the layout, it's like they're incredible. And so much detail. I can literally push down on each end, and you can see how the trucks are sprung. They've got diaphragms at each end. American Models really went all out making those.
What did you even pay for those, Mike? You kind of walked away, and I don't know. I wasn't. You just came back with the cars.
It was, honestly, I was surprised because it wasn't much more than what they were originally listed for. So in the mid threes, we'll say.
You think that's a good deal for those? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think so. I figured there'd be more of a markup on them because they've been out of production for so long, and being brand new like that in the box. But yeah, I think it came away with a really good bargain.
Nice.
Look at Nick; he's already pre-ordered the 250th 4014.
He didn't waste no time.
No, he didn't.
Will said he likes the RVP one.
So that's my haul, Mike, and everybody. If Travis or anybody else is ready to get on, more than happy to jump off and give someone else a chance.
I'm trying to send Travis the link right now.
Okay.
This will be interesting. I never had this many guests come on, so bear with me, guys. Don said your audio is a little choppy, Mike.
Wonder if it's my Wi-Fi.
It's because Jeremy's in here.
I better check the pantry, see if there's potatoes in there.
All right, Travis, I sent you the link. Hopefully it works. I've never had to send it out this many times, so. It's funny because like when you get back from New York, like now I'm ready for like the next York already.
Me too. It's crazy to be looking ahead 6 months, but man, those 2 days went so fast.
Well, he's saying I'm choppy.
Oh, it's you. Okay. Hey, Eddie. Good evening. How are you, buddy? It's great to see you in here.
Hopefully it's not because of my, oh, I know what it is. Now tell me if that's better.
Yeah, that is actually more clear.
I had my audio set to my, I don't know, it was kind of weird because I could hear you guys on my AirPods, but it wasn't coming through the AirPods. I don't know what was going on there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, Leaves, you need the 6 months to save back up again.
Build up that York fund.
Travis isn't joining. Hopefully it worked. That was on me, Dawn. Thanks for telling me that. He's hopefully he gets in here.
That's crazy, Doc. You got there on Monday and it still seemed like it went fast. I can't imagine being there the entire week. I might have to try that sometime.
That'd be a
Hey,
long
Doc, did you
one.
do? Oh, I know. Doc, did you go to any of the bandit meets?
Uh-oh. Travis might have potato internet.
Mike, is that portrait landscape option in the top left corner? Is that what you were talking about? Is that new?
Yeah, that's new. I've never seen that before. I don't know how to work all that yet. That's all new stuff.
I'm afraid to click on it right now.
I don't know how you make it go live like that, though, because, like, you know how Train Board does 2 different lives? Like, one's in portrait and one's in landscape. I don't know if it would do that or not, so that'll be something I'll have to do a test run with.
Yeah, we should do that sometime.
I never was there before, though. It seems like Travis is having issues loading in.
So, Doc, how was the pre-show in the Purple Hall? Was that worthwhile?
I'll send it to Tyler to see if he's ready or not.
Okay.
Love you. We'll play it by ear. See if hopefully somebody else can get in here.
I know we've said it a couple times, but it was just a whole lot of fun meeting a lot of new people that we've talked to here online, and getting to meet them for the first time at York and hang out with them and get to know them a little bit.
I agree. I mean, for me, I think that's the most fun part about York for me is just meeting up with everybody and talking and meeting new people. Oh, Doc, you went to the B&O Museum too. I didn't know that. Then he's gonna be doing videos of his father's post-war. That'll be cool.
That's for sure. Nick, is it a pretty big collection?
For everybody that's filling the York, I don't know what you want to call it.
withdrawals, maybe.
We could say that. Yeah, York Withdrawals Trains is offering free shipping over $100. Yeah, LMP. It was fun hanging out with you. I mean, we didn't see him at the show at all, but we saw him over at the club and then at the hotel. Oh wow.
Oh, that is incredible, Nick. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Right.
Yeah.
What we do? Nah, that's Mike. Well, I don't know what's going on with Travis. Let me see. Try to get back hold of him.
Is that Lauren? Hi, Lauren.
That was Mia. She came over to say
Oh,
goodnight.
hi, Mia.
Mike said hi. I think Travis lives up by Jeremy, so maybe could be part of the reason why. Yeah, Dawn, I would agree. For sure.
Yeah, like looking at all the wrapping paper and the empty boxes around the room, and it's like, is that it?
He said he can't get the audio to load. I've never even seen him come in yet. It's not like he's popping in the back here or anything. I don't. Same with Tyler. I sent him one too, but oh, hold on. Here's Tyler.
Is he? Okay. I'll jump off, Mike.
All right, Mike. Thanks for coming on and showing your stuff.
Oh, thanks a lot for having me. I
appreciate
appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. I'll stay on. I'll just talk with you in the chat.
All right, Mike. Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, Tyler. Give me 1 second. You ready? What's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on?
How's it going? Hey, let me see if I
Going
can
all right.
adjust this. How you been?
Good. How about you?
Oh, I can't complain. You get back all right?
Yep. How about you?
Yeah, man. Hung out in the morning a little bit, helped Cat Mandy out, and then walked through purple, silver, and orange. Didn't really see anything, and hit the road, man.
It was awesome that you helped Andy out. I was thinking that to myself. I'm like, man, he's gonna have that's a lot of stuff to clean up.
Dude, it took me and Doc showed up for a little while. It took us like 2 hours.
I believe it. I mean, I don't understand how he fit all that stuff in the van either.
He like
That's
didn't
another
give
thing.
I was trying to be like the sensible one and like pack things accordingly. He like didn't give a crap. He threw away the tent. He was like, "Oh, it's been up for a week, like it's ruined." I'm like, "Well, I could use this for something, but I don't have room in my truck." Dude, we rewrapped it all up. He threw it away right in the dumpster. I'm like, "All right, whatever."
I can't believe you threw that tent away. That's funny.
Yeah. The framing and everything. The guys who actually worked there like came around and they were like, "Where are you gonna put this?" And we're like, "I don't know. Tell us where the dumpster is." You know,
That's great.
now we were picking up like his cornhole. I mean, everything. It literally took us. It was 11 o'clock before I went over to purple and silver and walked through, and purple, blue, whatever it was. I don't even remember. It was a long day.
Did you buy anything else or no?
Uh, Saturday, not no. I just walked through because I didn't. I like felt like I was gonna miss something. I was like, I gotta, walk through. I'm here. And then I went over to Orange, and it was about the same. The other halls started to close up. People were shutting down, but that's about it.
So you want to show everybody what you got?
Yeah, sure. So that's the layout. I don't know how well it's gonna come through, but so my big purchase was the K-Line B&O Mikado TMCC. Doesn't have cruise, and I thought that was going to be okay because it ran so well at the Lower Sus Club. But here on my layout, I got a little sharper turns, and definitely slows down, bogs down around the edges. I'm definitely going to have to put cruise in it, which is no big deal because I kind of figured that was going to happen. And you know, it's whatever. I got a good price on it. I'm happy with it. B&O stuff's like actually hard to come by, but no, I'm like super happy with it.
No, when we were watching it run at the club, I'm like, damn, this thing runs smooth. I was like, without cruise, I was impressed. I
It
was
ran
really
great.
impressed.
It ran great at the club. I mean, I think they have like 054 or something on where it was running, and I was like, oh, whatever. It's just one of those engines. But here we're a little tighter. It definitely gonna need cruise.
That's kind of what I have issues with on my layout too. I bought one engine that was not cruise, and I was like, yep, that's never happening again.
It's just kind of annoying. You kind of gotta babysit it.
And my table must not be 100% level either because it like slows down in some spots and speeds up.
Oh, I mean, join the club. Just a dumb boat mechanic. I'm not a carpenter. I can barely read a tape measure, but you know, it's whatever.
Did you grab anything else besides the engine, or was that pretty much it?
Yeah, so I had Captain Andy posted on Captain Andy posted on Joker's Discord, and he had a ton of K-Line stuff, which I'm a huge fan of for whatever reason. I love old K-Line stuff. And he had a 3-pack of Pennsylvania die-cast hoppers. And online, they run about $40 a piece. He had 3 of them. He wanted 90. I was like, okay, deal. Can you bring them to York? So I picked those up from him. I go into orange and I go into silver, and they had them for $50 a piece. So I was happy as crap. You know what I mean?
Oh no, K-Line's. I mean, K-Line stuff has really good stuff. Like the 2-bay hoppers are really good. I, I I totally agree with you on that. They have a lot of nice stuff.
It's especially the old stuff. They're die cast, and I mean they're heavy. They're heavy as lead, but the detail on them, and in here, I know it's hard to tell on the video, but I don't run really anything more than, I don't know, 7 or 8 cars. I don't run anything super long. So everybody, is like, oh, die casts are nice, but I can't, my engine wheel slips on them. I'm like, well, I don't run enough to have that problem. But I got those, and then I got an Atlas boxcar. I think I told you that right before you guys left.
Yeah,
And
'cause you said I got one similar to the one that you got.
I wasn't like expecting a whole lot out of it, but once I, made it up to the engine, I was like, man, I understand the hype behind like Atlas. Like it looks good. The scale proportions, like, it's got opening doors. The first thing the kids did was like, oh, does the door open? I'm like, I couldn't give a crap if the door opens, but it looks really good behind everything. So I'll see
No,
if I can. I'll see if I can get a shot of it. Power everything up here.
Still smoking great. Angler said that he upgraded his with K-Line Cruise.
Hang on. So like right there around that curve, starts to slow down, which is really annoying. And then it wants to take off.
Yeah, see, I had the same issue with the one that I had. It was a diesel. It did the same thing.
But I mean, that's just kind of like the nature, I guess, of 30-year-old trains.
It looks great though. That was a nice find. It's a nice engine. Big Rich is back. So how was camping at York?
I'm sorry. Say it again. I couldn't hear you. This damn thing's so loud.
I said, how was camping at York?
Oh, I had a great time. I had the time of my life, dude. I got all this camping gear I never get to use. You know, before we had kids, I was camping. Before we had kids, I was camping like, you know, at least once a month. That was the first time in like 7 years I've been out to like get out, and you're basically self-sufficient on what I brought with me. And I feel like I brought everything. I brought too much. I didn't know I was going to be right behind Captain Andy, who had breakfast, who had everything I needed. He even was like, "Oh, if I'm not here, just use my grill." I'm like, I brought all this crap. I might as well use it.
No, you had a nice setup because when Salty and I came back from the car the one time, you were just sitting over there grilling, I think, hot dogs.
No, I had hot dogs, hamburgers. One night I did Indian food. I did shrimp and chicken with rice. Like, I had a good time.
Yeah, you
But
had a nice setup, and you set up in the perfect spot.
well, that's where the guy told me. I mean, you were supposed to like when you signed up. He was like, "Oh, you got to call this guy when you get there." He was actually really cool. He was like, "Is this okay?" I'm like, "Actually, this is perfect because I know this guy, so I'm going to be right behind him." And you know, especially Joker had his meetup. Everybody showed up. Uh, I'm over there brewing coffee. Cap Mandy's like, "Hey, I got a Keurig. You don't need to be brewing that coffee." I'm like, I'm gonna cook it anyway, just because I brought it." Um, oh
LMP wants to know if there's showers for people to camp at York to use.
yeah, there is. I'm one of those people. I need a shower as soon as I wake up, and it just helps me wake up. And I need one before I go to bed, whether I've done anything that day. So I asked the exact same question, and if you read like the rules and regulations for RV camping, they're like, oh yeah, it's 4 quarters for a minute, and then every additional minute is another quarter. Well, Captain Andy was like, I've been showering down there all week. I haven't put any money into it. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. It's totally fake. It's totally fake. You don't have to put any quarters in, and it's this giant, it's this giant locker room, just like back in high school. Nobody's watching you take a shower or anything. You don't have to put any quarters in. I had the whole place to myself, and I showered 5 times while I was there.
So whenever I talked to you, you thought you had to use quarters, so that thing was just fake. You
Yeah,
didn't have to.
yeah. I felt like
That's
an
fun.
idiot because I had to go buy a car wash just to get quarters. Because like where do you get quarters now? So I went to the local car wash and I put in $5. I was like, oh, I'm set. Then I get there and they're like, oh, you actually don't need any quarters. I'm like, well, I brought all these quarters. Either way, I'm taking a shower. But I got these stupid tunnel portals for my new section here. That's kind of hard to see, but
I saw you put some pictures up of the plaster cloth you were working on.
yeah, so that's what it is. So I got these tunnel portals, and the issue I'm running into is I cut some of them down. So like I cut them down to fit, to fit that. And then when I tested a train to run through, the train won't run through the upside down U that's cut in these. So now I've got to take my jigsaw and cut out all the nice details that are in this to make the train run through. I'm like, well, shit, I could have made these out of like basically anything and just scribe, probably foam. I could have made them myself, but for $15, it's whatever. I'll make it work.
So what? When you
But
cut them down, now they're too low, and the train hits it.
yeah, they'll. So the one that I cut down, it's out in my truck because I'm taking it to work tomorrow. But I cut it down to fit, so it would sit here, which is at track level.
And it's way
But
too
now
low.
it's
I see
too
what
low. It's too
I see
low.
what you mean.
So it'll fit now, but I got to cut the actual U part so the train can go through. Well, I'm like, well, for $15, I took a risk. I thought it would work. It's still going to work in the end, but this is like my little project that I got going where the trains are going to come through here. My plan is to get like some plexiglass for this area here so you can look through and see the train coming through here. I thought the kids would like that, but it's all good.
No, I think that'll be fun. That sounds cool.
And what I guess I wasn't thinking, but everything over here is on a curve. So when the train comes through here, it's going to swing out a little bit. So I might even have
Yep.
to do some more modification, but it is what it is.
That's kind of why I
But
like mine. Is like real big and wide because you have to account for the swing and everything. I thought about getting those, but I think Lauren just did them out of balsa wood or something.
and
Or
yeah,
cover up portals.
I've already been before I go to bed, late night searching into how to make one of these things, but I've got plenty of space everywhere else. I've got the upper loop. I've got completed for the first time in 3 years, and I was like, all right, I need a tunnel. Like, got to have a tunnel, and it's one thing after another, but I'm gonna get there. But
Yeah, it's coming together good. It was I had a blast hanging out with you at York. It was fun. I wish we could have hung out more, but
I feel like it went by so quick. Like I was, today's Thursday. I'm like, man, I was so much more excited a week ago than I am today to be at work.
no, that's what I said in my video. Like everybody's so excited for York, and then you get there, and then it flies by like so damn fast, and then it's over, and you're just like, oh shit, now it's done.
It does. Like I'm sitting here thinking, like I remember sitting at Cat Mandy's spot with Big Rich, like smoking a cigar, just because we'd been walking the halls all day and I was tired. I wanted a drink. I'm sitting there hanging out, and I'm like, damn, I would give anything to just be like sitting there, like, oh, I'm too tired from walking through the halls right now. And like I'm thinking about what I got to look forward to. Like, uh, we're going to Orlando next week to go to Disney World for 3 days with the kids, and I'm like not that excited about it. My wife's like, "Oh, you were more excited about your train show." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I was." Like I was packed. I was up every day at 6 a.m. Like, all right, I just got to get through today, and then I will be one day closer to getting out of this house. But
Now that's how Mike's American Fly and I were talking back and forth, and we're like counting the days down till York to leave, and I'm like, one
dude,
day, one night.
I was seriously counting. We've got 3 kids, and I have not been away without them. My oldest is 8, so I haven't been away in 8 years. So, dude, I was
Oh, that
ready.
was no, that's much needed for you. I definitely understand what you're saying.
I was ready, and having like the little campsite there, like the little getaway. Like Friday, I went back, laid down, took a nap. I can't remember the last time I took a nap. Like, just did whatever I felt like doing, and now it's back to reality. Dad duty, work, doing all this crap, and I'm like, man, this was so much more fun a week ago.
I hear you.
But
Oh, at
this
least you're
is
going to
this is
Orlando. I mean, that'll be fun too, though.
no, I can't wait till next York. Like Cat Mandy's already said, like, oh, it's gonna be even bigger. And I heard about all the changes. I posted that video. I ended up taking it down because I was like, whatever. It'd been a long day, so I might have came home and had some fun. And I posted that video, and then I woke up and I watched like Dakman interviewed Bob Bueller, and he talked about like how it's actually supposed to be, and it's only gonna be like this trial where they're gonna do like I guess 2 Yorks with this change in date. I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't get into all the TCA drama, but I don't
No,
know. I feel like it's gonna
I'm not
make
a
York.
fan of it.
I feel like it's going to be shorter. And for guys like me, I know you got a family, you got a wife. It's like it's hard to get away, and to make it even shorter is going to suck. But I'll be there either way,
Yeah, it. I don't know. I like the Thursday, honestly.
dude. Thursday, I was talking to a couple guys about it, and I was like, I had more fun Thursday than I did the whole rest of the week. Like I got there, everybody was excited. Everybody was, running through the halls. I know I talked to you and you were like, "Oh, I've been through all the halls." I'm like, "Dude, it's 3 o'clock. Like, how have you been through all the halls?" Like everybody was excited as shit, and that was it. Like Thursday was the day. Friday, I had pretty much bought everything. The only thing I bought Friday was the box car. So like I didn't spend a ton of money. I went back to the club Friday night because I didn't have anything to do. I was in York, Pennsylvania. There's nothing to do. And like Thursday was the day. So to kind of cancel Thursday out kind of sucks. But
The club is an awesome place to. It's great that they open their doors up and let everybody come in because it's such a fun hangout too. That's a lot of
that
fun.
was like that was like probably the highlight of it, other than meeting all you guys and like camping and everything. Like I liked the show, but the club was really cool. I felt like everybody was like much more relaxed. Like nobody's searching for the next best deal. Like the club was fun.
Yeah,
You know, everybody you watch on YouTube and everything, like you were there. Uh, Joker was there. Trainboard was there. Datified was there. And then Friday, like Tattooed Mike was there, and I talked to him. He was like, "Oh, show back up Friday. I'm gonna be there." Like it was a good time. Like that was a good place to like hang out after the show, even if you didn't have anything to do. Like I seriously didn't have anything to do. Like that was fun.
all right, Nick. Have a good night. Yeah, I didn't. I saw Tattoo Mike Friday morning, like right when the show started, and I didn't see him. I didn't see him again until I left. And
Yeah,
he's not an easy person to miss. I don't know how I never seen him again, but
dude, I saw him walking down I was in Orange Friday, and I walked up to him and I just pointed at him. I was like, "You've got to be tattooed," and I did not have any idea that he was like 6'7".
yeah,
And I was
he's
like, "Dude,
massive.
you're
Yep.
huge!" Like, he was funny as shit. He was telling me about all the deals he was trying to go for, and he was, trying to dicker with people. And then Travis walked up from Moody Locomotive Works. We were bullshitting with him for a while. Like, everybody was so cool. This is my first York, like, going and like actually talking to people because I've only really ever been able to go Saturday. And now that I've experienced it, I can honestly say Saturday kind of sucks. Like, everybody's gone. Like, I'm not like looking around the corner like, who am I going to see that I know? And not that like I'm, YouTube famous or like people even know who I am, but I feel like Thursday and Friday, everywhere I went, somebody who I knew or I had at least talked to was like, "Hey, I know who you are." It was a good time.
Yeah, I agree. Like York, whenever you know people and like network, it makes it a lot more fun than going by yourself.
That was I heard everybody talk like, "Oh, the social aspect. I only go to see everybody." And I was like, what do you mean you only go to see everybody? Like it's York. Like there's deals to be made. And I didn't get that. And like this year I totally got that. Like running into people, like when we were all outside of Orange and Trainboard was out there and we were all kind of just shooting the breeze with Gary, and like you could tell he was tired. He was ready to go, but he was happy enough to sit there and talk to us. Like that was cool as shit. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
you know,
It was a
and
good time.
we spend an hour a week probably between live streams and whatnot talking to these guys. Like it was really cool to meet everybody, and you know, I kept saying the whole time like I'm introducing myself like, oh, you know, I'm B&O scale. My name's actually Tyler. And they were like, oh, okay. I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to introduce myself. Like, I don't know how this goes, but I had a good time, man.
Well, it was funny because I'd never met Doc in person before, so I roll up to Captain Zandy's tent whenever I first got there, and he comes up and says hi to me, and I said hi, and I'm like, I had no idea who it actually was until like maybe 15 minutes later, and I realized who it was. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had the same problem with somebody at the club. Oh crap. Now I'm doing a double take. I don't even remember who it was, but it might have been Ives guy. So I was sitting there. Yeah, it was. I was sitting there talking to him for like 10 minutes, and he's telling me he's into Ives, and I'm like, oh well, it's got to be hard to find stuff. And then he's like, oh well, I'm Ives guy on Instagram, and I was like, dude, like, I say hi to you, and like, you know, you're in all the streams, and it was just funny, like how you run into these people. And I can tell you one thing: some of these people are not what you expect, not in a necessarily bad way, but like I straight up told Dathan, I was like, dude, I thought you were like 25 years old. Like I don't know why. You see somebody named Dathan, and like I thought he was like some young kid. Turns out he's like 40 some years old. Newt was the same way. I had no idea Newt was like an older guy. No offense, Newt. Uh Chooch had no idea he was like a older guy. You just, yeah, I guess you don't know when you're talking to people on these lives, and then they show up and you're like, oh, I'm Newt. I'm like, really? Okay, not what I was expecting.
what's up, 7 come 11? Yeah, it is. It's now I'm in. I've not that I know everybody, but I started now. I have a good feel of who everybody is now.
Yeah, I feel like next time I will be more able to be like walk up and be like, oh hey, how you doing, instead of, oh, what's your name
Dathan
again?
Dathan just said 53.
Okay, see what I mean? Hey, for 53, he does not look 53. So I'll give him that. I'll give him that. So I do, Dathan. I do apologize, and I told you that night I did not mean to offend you. I thought you were some young kid, but you're the first Dathan I've ever met. And when you're talking to somebody on a group chat on a YouTube live stream, you kind of just got to take your best guess. But he was super cool. I mean, his shirt was funny as crap. I mean, I don't know. It was a good time.
Big Rich 58.
Hey, I Big Rich is a whole nother story, dude. There's a story there. I'm sitting in my tent, right? It's like quarter of 12. I'm watching something on Netflix because I brought my iPad, and for I don't know, I couldn't sleep. I got back from the club, whatever, and Captain Andy texts me, and he's like, "Come to the country club. Bunch of us are here, like have a nightcap." And I was like, okay, what else am I gonna do? Like, how many times is Cat Mandy gonna text you and be like, come hang out? So I was wearing sweatpants. Like I threw on a pair of pants. I go to the club. It's Captain Andy, Big Rich. I missed these guys' names up, but it was like the guy from Ross Custom Switches. Like I guess it was the guy who owns it, and it was one of the MTH guys who I also did not get his name. He works for MTH, and they're all sitting there like bullcrapping at the country club and like having drinks and everything. And I was driving. I was like, oh, like I'm good. Like I'll take a Diet Coke. And they're all talking, and I'm like, dang, like these are kind of like some important people like in the hobby. Like you work for MTH. He's telling stories like about how MTH, like, you know, Mike, who used to run MTH, you know, wanted to retire, and they thought the business was going to go under, this, that, and the other. And like Cat Mandy knew all these guys. So I'm hearing all this for the first time. Like, it was kind of wild, and you know, there was a bunch of people. I think there was a wedding there today, so there that day. So people were walking around just like out of their minds, just like didn't even know what planet they were on. So we were all laughing at them, like having a good time, and they're telling stories about the industry like that I'd never even heard before, obviously. And it was like, how have I stepped into this? And then I was like, all right, I got to get back because I'm getting tired. So I gave Big Rich a ride back to his hotel. So me and him are bull crapping for a half hour, like kind of getting his story. It was literally like you're just getting to know these people kind of random. Like I was in my tent a half hour ago. Like it was a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I cannot complain about this York. Like I feel like I met so many people. I feel like I got some good deals. I didn't even buy that much. I actually bought something today off Instagram. Uh Nothing like super crazy, just TMCC diesel in chassis system colors. That was a good deal. And I was like, man, I wish you would have been at York. I'd have picked it up then. But had a little extra cash, so I was like, you know what? I didn't spend that
Nice.
much at York. I'll pick it up. And it was a good enough deal to where I'll take a risk on it. It's actually a Atlas locomotive, so that'll be my first Atlas.
Nice.
So yeah, haven't had anything like that. It's still none of that legacy crap. I don't have anything legacy, but I give it a
You'll get
shot.
it. You'll get there eventually,
I know. I'll step up one day.
or you'll get a good deal you can't pass up. Hopefully.
I mean, this was basically that. Like, the guy wanted $200 for it. It was command control. It was Atlas. It was in great shape, and it was a B&O. It's a SD 35, and I was like, well, it's just got all these coal cars. That's what they were built to pull. I might as well give it a shot.
Nice.
So, even though we're not at York, it continues.
Oh, it never stops. The buying never stops. Unfortunately.
I know, but I feel like next year I need to like bring more money.
Maddie, see, I 100% agree with you on this, but some people won't. But I do.
And I am not in disagreement with you guys about that. But for me, I'm
You're
like,
better. You're better off not getting one. Put it that way.
for the cost of legacy, like I could buy two TMCC locomotives and upgrade them to cruise. And one legacy, yeah, it's probably better than that. They probably run better, smoke better, they sound better. But my kids only get so excited about something for so long. And like they were all excited when I came home and they were like, what else do you have? What else do you have? What else do you have? So if I only came home with one engine, they would probably be like, oh, that was exciting for a half hour. But if I come home with two new engines and upgrade them to cruise, because I feel so much more comfortable when I give them the remote with cruise, because I know they're not going to go crazy off the rails. It's worth it for me. And, I will get that legacy engine. Maybe next York. I'll start saving now. But it's all good, man.
I,
I got nothing bad to say.
no, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad we got to meet, and I'm glad you came on and showed off your haul.
Well, I appreciate you having me on. It's been a long day for me. I'm probably gonna head upstairs, get a shower, but I appreciate you having me on. Everybody I met, if I didn't, if I wasn't able to like say thank you or whatever, I really appreciate all the stickers I got. I feel like everyone came home with stickers. I know I did. But I appreciate
Yeah,
all
I
you
gotta get.
guys. I feel like everybody was so nice. Like I feel like nowadays you don't run into people who are just nice right off the bat. I know I was still setting up my tent when you and Flyer Mike came up and you were like, I think that's B&O. And like right off the bat, you guys were so nice. You just do not see that nowadays. And I feel like that's something we definitely have in our hobby.
I agree. I agree a lot. That's the main reason. Like I said, that's the main reason why I go to York. Honestly, I mean, I can buy trains on the internet and get them sent to my house. I don't have to go anywhere.
And I did, like I said, I did not get that before. I definitely get that now. Like just people asking me questions about my layout, and I'm like, the question you're asking me was about a post I did like 4 months ago. So like I know they're like legit like asking me a question, not just a stupid question. And like RBP came walking through the campsite And I was like, "Hey, Chris, like, how you doing? Like, I watch your channel." And he stood there, and I was like, "I don't want to hold you up. I know everybody probably stops you." And he was like, "No, don't worry about it. Like, I think I remember who you are." And he's got 100,000 followers. Like, I know he probably doesn't remember who I am, but he was so nice. Like, everybody was so nice. I couldn't get over that. I feel like that's something we might actually have in this hobby that a lot of other hobbies or group events might not have.
I agree.
But all right, bud. I hope you have a good
All right,
night. I'm
dude.
gonna hop off.
I appreciate you coming on. I'll talk to you later.
Well, thank you, man. I'll see y'all later.
Later. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. We got Travis coming on next. Travis, you gotta give me a minute. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me get you a full screen. And all right, can you guys hear me now? That's one thing I don't like about Restream is whenever you change your microphone feed, if the microphone feed is not the main camera, it shuts. See you, Dathan. It like shuts the whole thing down, which I don't understand why it does that. All right, I'm gonna bring Travis in here. But yeah, that's something with Restream. I don't understand why it does that. Because I know he's got to go too. He's got to get on and show off what he got. All right, Travis, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yep, I got you fine.
All right. Yeah, I just figured I'd get on here. Thanks for letting me on here, show off what I got at York. This was my first York, and I got to say I was pretty impressed. Like I told you, you and I have been talking. I just got into O scale here in January. So all this is really, really new to me. So I've been slowly starting to collect. And I'll go over some of my collection I got, but wait for the train to come around here, and I'll look at the York train here. Speed it up here a minute.
Yeah, after you show me how much stuff you've gotten for just getting into it January, I think you're doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, but the pocketbook says I'm broke now, so I got to kind of slow down a little bit. Here comes the engine. I had my eye on this. I was talking to the guy, and he said he would have it at York, and we were able to make a good deal on it. I wanted it for my collection because I'm like all Western Maryland, B&O, and Chessie. But I got one of those Russian decapods at a really good price. I was real happy with that. And I needed more box cars, so I ended up with like 11 cars. And here they all come. They all came from York.
So this entire train's from York.
The entire train.
That thing's a smoker, man.
Oh, I said it smokes as good as my Shay. So it's thinking about coming around here. Yeah, I got some Pennsylvania cars, some Western Maryland, and then I really like these were those custom painted C&O cars. I was only going to get one, and he had two. I figured I better buy both, and then got another Western Maryland caboose.
No, I'd say you did pretty damn good.
Yeah, I can't complain. And like I said, I just getting into O scale here. This whole layout was kind of inspired. I kind of stole your track plan to some degree. And I realized, what all I could do within a small space. But like I told you, I put 060 curves on the outside, and used 048 on the inside.
You were smart. You went the smart way.
But it's still mainly a styrofoam Empire. And I got one corner here finished out. Yeah, that thing is a smoker.
Well,
It'll smoke the house out.
You just started.
Right.
You also just started in January, so I mean.
Yeah. And like I said, I'll show some of the engines off there in the collection. And I said, just for January, I'm happy. Pat's custom F7s or whatever they are, F7s. The new GP35s. Western Maryland H9. Another Western Maryland H9. More stuff back there. And then there I picked up that the Shay, which I said that's a pretty amazing runner. And then picked up this right before York, a BL2. I've been wanting one, and somebody was selling one local, and I seen it pop on Marketplace. I said, sold. Can you meet me tonight for it? And he said, yep.
Yeah, I mean.
And then I got my train shelves put up this past weekend. There's a couple cars on them. I need to get more shelves. They don't all fit.
So you had nothing. January you had nothing, and this is what you have from then until now?
A friend of mine was in O scale, and he's been trying to talk me into it, and he brought me up one of those H9s to run at Christmas under the tree. And after seeing that, I'm like, yep, I got to do this. When I realized how scale they looked and everything, it's like, yep, I need one. So he sold me that one.
711's asking which Russian decapod you got. Which, I don't know, what number maybe?
Let me back it up. I'm not even sure.
Do you have DCS or do you just do conventional?
DCS. I started out with the DCS Explorer and then realized you can only run 3 engines at one time and you can't lash up stuff. I'm like, that ain't going to work. So I kicked out and bought the WTIU.
Nice.
And then when I was getting started, I happened to find a Z4000 for like $250, brand new.
Oh, you stole that. That's a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Western Maryland, 1108.
Nice. It's a nice engine.
Yeah, I said it goes good with the collection. My whole Western Maryland thing for my steamers. But yeah, as far as York goes, I was pretty impressed with what's all there. I mean, I was only there for a couple hours because I had to get back to jumping the rig, but you need 2 days there to see everything. I kind of ran like a
Salt.
nut through the orange store hall.
I was gonna say you did pretty dang well because whenever I talked to you, I think I saw you hung out with us in
Purple hall
I
there,
think
or silver.
red and white, I think, and then silver for a little bit. Then you were like, I'm heading over to the orange. And then I caught back up with you again after before you left.
Yeah, right before I hit the road. But yeah, the styrofoam empire, it'll slowly come together, one paycheck at a time.
I'm glad you did the 060 though. I think that was a smart move for sure.
Honestly, looking how I may even extend it and make it a little bit wider. I made the table big enough that you can walk the whole way around it. Shouldn't matter, makes it a little bit nicer.
See, I like that too. I like the fact that you can walk around the table. That's nice. That's really nice too.
Right. And then one thing I did do, and I'll show that off, and that was actually my girlfriend's idea, was on the tunnel that I'm building. We actually left it and it's pinned on here, but I made it so you can pull this back and I can actually get in here. This
That's
actually is
another
just
good
a piece
idea.
of cloth and it folds up so you can get in there.
Just in case something stops in there, you have an issue. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I won't hold you up here. I got to get, Go ahead.
So you had to create an account to get on here, or did you end up just, because the link should have just worked?
The link worked. What I ended up doing was opening it up in Safari or Chrome instead of Messenger, because in Messenger it wouldn't link to my microphone.
I got you. Yeah, you have to restream. You have to use in a browser. So yeah.
Yep. And once I opened it up in the browser, it worked fine.
I've actually never sent it to somebody on Facebook before, so I didn't. Travis, what's your username? Somebody's asking.
What is it? Travis. Travis _B trains. There are a couple videos on there, nothing major. A few shorts, and I did actually do a little bit of review on those GP35s that Cord Dry Hobbies did, and a little bit of history on the Western Maryland Jeeps.
Yeah, you're doing really good, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Let's just hope we have a good crop year this year here, and maybe I can afford some more engines here till fall.
You sound like all of us now. That's what everybody says. Everyone's just looking to buy their next engine.
Well, I think I got enough engines. My thing is I need to start buying more cars, and so I've just been looking for hot deals on cars between Trains and eBay and Marketplace. And
the Trains is free shipping over $100 right now. I think May 1st to the 3rd.
Yeah, they have about. I got to order some more of these shelves. I got to get some 2-foot sections. So I'll probably put an order together over the weekend here and see how much money I spent at this train show down in Cumberland on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're going to go train show this weekend.
Yeah, they say it's a small show, but go check it out and see what I can find there.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you might find something good.
Yeah, actually, our little local town here had a train show, and I didn't think they'd have anything there, O-scale, and I went and actually found a bunch of stuff, and I got a MTH Premier boxcar for $10.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
No, not one bit.
All right, well, I know you got stuff you got to do.
Yeah, I got to go get back in the milk truck and get out to the dairy yet tonight, so I got to keep rolling. But I'll listen to the stream here while I'm trucking.
All right, man. Be safe. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Good meeting everyone at York, and look forward to the fall show.
For sure. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. See ya.
All right. Sleeves, you said you wanted to come on real quick. Give me a second, guys. I'm not I'm not prepared. Oh, LMP, I just saw what you're talking about. You're making for York. That would be awesome. All right. We'll bring Sleeves on for a minute or two. Let him show off his big. He went pretty. Got some big purchases. Sleeves, I sent it to you on Instagram. Chooch, what's up, man? All right, we got him. What's up, man?
Not much. How's it going, Mike?
Not. It's going all right.
Can I flip this? This is kind of weird doing it from this point of view. There we go. Okay, can I flip my camera? Oh, I haven't used this in a while, so
What are you trying to do?
see if I can flip the camera.
You should be able to flip it.
Okay. Been a while since I used one of these. Okay.
Yeah,
there
it
we
should
go.
let you. It should let you flip it, no problem.
There we go.
All right,
Well,
hold on. Let me get you on the big screen here.
okay.
All right, let's see what you got. Oh my.
This is what did the most damage to my wallet while I was at York. So from left to right, we got the first gen Vision Big Boy, 4004. Got that for a good deal at Vince's. Got the MTH Z6 Challenger that was made a year or two ago. Got that from Woodnot. And then got a Legacy GP9 in Chicago Northwestern and got that at the Trains booth. And I paid, of all the things, this was the one I was, where I was not satisfied with the price, which is kind of ironic.
What, do you
Because
think you paid too much?
I paid MSRP for that thing, and I didn't realize it until afterward. But you win some, you lose some.
I'd say you did pretty damn good, Sleeves.
Yeah, and then I got a bunch of individual freight cars that I got on the track. The caboose is something I added. I was planning on running the big boy, the Vision Big Boy, because I haven't ran that one yet. I also got, let's see, a 4-pack of Pullman heavyweights that are Lionel. They all say Pullman. I think they're kind of cool just to have. You could put them just behind any train and it would look good. So you don't have to model a particular road name. And most of the railroads had Pullman cars that were leased to them anyway. And
No,
then,
that's a smart move, actually.
and actually, I got a 4-pack of those Pullmans. This one's still kind of in a package. I'm not gonna mess with it. But yeah, it's a 4-pack, and then I also got a 3-pack of tankers from Zach. These are Lionel as well, and they're Cargills. And got those from him because Cargill's pretty big from where I'm from.
Damn, dude, you. I'd say you did pretty damn good. I
Yeah,
didn't realize you got all that stuff.
yeah, I got way too much, and I'll say that much. Yeah, the big boy out of everything was probably the most surprising and the most unexpected because I already got a big boy. You might have saw it on the background when I was showing you things, but oh yeah, I'm also I
Nice
see you also
koozie.
have I see you have nice taste and it's a Bapple too.
There you go. What big boy what was your old big boy?
This one is it's the non-vision legacy version from 2019. It's that first run of edition of 4014, like how it was supposed to look on its first excursion after it was restored. So the engine has a gloss finish with the big boy chalk marks on the smoke box door, and then the tender it's an oil tender, but the finish has a matte finish.
That's because they borrowed the tender, right? Isn't that the reason why that is, or something?
Yeah, they borrowed that from the 3985, and they were going to swap because they took the 3985 to Illinois to be restored where it is now. They were going to swap tenders, but because UP put all of that PTC shit in that tender, they just decided to keep tenders as they are. And so I think I might sell my current 4014 because I really want the MTH version of it. But I don't know because the Vision is basically just like the one that I have now, except it's got the depleting coal feature and the blowdown steam. But ironically, the depleting coal load on mine does not work.
It doesn't work.
No, it's like the motor inside works just fine, but so I took it over to Travis's bench, Travis Moody, and he took the tender apart and like on the very inside of the coal load, like you know how it's made out of rubber on the Vision big boys. On the inside, there's like a little tab or something that connects, and there's like like a string or something that connects to the motor. The rubber tab on the inside was gone, and so therefore it's I would have to get a whole. Yes, Sam, I sure did, and I kind of hope I don't have that kind of a big of a York again, to be honest. But
So
no,
you
it
can't just
was.
buy that piece you're missing. You have to buy like a whole assembly or something.
Yeah, I would just have to get a replacement, like coal load, basically. But I mean, to be honest, I probably was not going to use that feature that much anyway. But I mean, it's still cool, and I'm glad I got it. And oddly enough, Zach and the guys from his Discord were all there when I got it too. And if you've been around them, they'll they'll make sure that I walked away with it. And what was funny too is I think the selling point from Vince was, I don't want to take this home. I'm like, oh boy, there's no going back now. When he said that, I'm like, there's no going back. And with Zach and like 5 other guys there from Discord, I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to get myself into. So, but no, I think it was worth it. And I ran all 3 engines at the club on different nights and had a problem with the big boy and let Zach take a look at it because he's got 4 of them, and so he fixed the problem. I trusted him. I didn't want to dare, you know, like messing with it because I just got it and I didn't want to like risk breaking anything. So I let the master of the Vision big boys. I just came up with that on the spot, but no, he fixed the problem. The engine ran great, and I actually haven't ran. That's the only one I haven't ran yet, and that was actually thinking about running that one here in a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, I say you did really well. I didn't realize you bought, like I said, I didn't realize you bought as much as you did, honestly.
Yeah, it was quite a bit, and there's still one more thing coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a 50-foot box car is all from. You familiar with the Pecos River Company?
Yeah, actually, Salty told me about them, and I ended up buying a boxcar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that was like a last minute purchase because Dadified, since he lives an hour away from me, he took all of my stuff back with me in the Subaru since he drove and I flew. So once he got back, I went to his house and got all my stuff. But that Pecos boxcar was after he had left, and so I gave it to who did I give it to? Wild Mary, and he'll send it to me. I'm like, it's no rush. I've got plenty more on my hands to deal with.
That's awesome, man.
Hmm.
It's nice that Mike rode that stuff back for you. That helped you out big time.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I got to do something for him since he didn't have to do that. I could have just paid for shipping and have to wait a while, but no, I'm really glad that it worked out the way that it did.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming on and showing your stuff. I got one more guest coming on after you, so.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me, Mike.
All right, Sleeves. I'll talk to you later.
See you, man.
All right, guys. Sleeves went crazy at York. I didn't realize he got that much stuff. All right, guys. We'll bring in the next guest on here. Let me send him the link. He wants me to send it on Discord, making it difficult for me. Let me log in here. This is probably why I need to. Can mods do this? Is this stuff that mods can do? Is invite people to the streams, or am I wrong about that? I need to get some mods. Sam, what's this about? Dude, Restrain gets so glitchy sometimes. It's so annoying. Oh, so we got a story that's going on that we don't know about here. Ray, I can't trust you to be a mod. You'll be sitting there banning people, putting them in timeout. Oh, now Newt wants to be one. Yeah, you two, if you two were mods, you would just sit there and ban each other constantly. Put each other in timeout. All right. Let's bring in everybody knows this guest well. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, living the dream.
Living the dream. Right on. Right on. How's everybody else doing tonight?
Oh, look at that! Got the Mad Trains merch on and everything.
Yeah, I got Mad Train shirt on. I think I'm Transwest Trucks on my hat though. Sorry, little beat up after today, so I apologize.
Rough day.
Yeah, extremely long day, unfortunately. So
Uncle Salty got some very good finds and some things he's been
yeah,
looking for a long time.
yeah, I did actually. I really did. So we can kind of get into that if you want here. Hold on, I'm tired of wearing that hat. Makes me look like I'm Oriental. Um, let me see
See what
here.
Lou just said? Lou's
What?
loving that. I should have bought that engine. I'm pissed.
Oh, which one? The GG1?
The Williams. Me and you saw that. I think the day before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
And
cashed in on that thing.
I think that non-powered one you were looking at, I think that was an RS11, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Because I remember it was like super detailed. I really like that one.
I should have bought that. That's the one regret that I had that I didn't buy.
Yeah, that thing was pretty cool. I like that. So let me see here. Trying to figure out how to change the camera again. That's not working. There we go. All right. Does anybody want to see any of this stuff or what? I'll make it easy. Us conventional guys can do this. So pull everything up here.
See if you can if you turn your phone to horizontal, does it change or
Yeah.
no?
Let's try that. That's horizontal. Does that work?
No, it's not flipping for some reason. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this thing's doing. So, but I'll try to get close up here. So stand by. All right. So number one, this is a brass Weaver Santa Fe Valley Flyer. And I think we found this in this was in the Orange Hall, wasn't it, Mike?
Orange Hall. Yep.
Yeah, so this was pretty cool. Mike knows how long I've been looking for this locomotive. And Mike was in agreement with me. We flipped this thing over. I don't think this was ever run. And I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I paid $350 for this. Mike, go ahead and tell them what you see these things going for.
I just sent him one on eBay for $1,000.
Yeah, so I was pretty stoked to find this for $350, and it runs perfectly fine. So that's always a bonus. So hold on here, I'll get it out of the way and go to locomotive number 2.
I'm so glad you found that, dude. That's
Yeah,
so cool.
I was pretty stoked. So this I actually found on Wednesday. This is an old school brass Williams B6 switcher. My wife actually encouraged me to buy this one because you know how women knowledge goes. She's like, well, you're in Pennsylvania. You better buy something for the Pennsylvania Railroad. So I was like, I'm not going to argue. This little guy is in really good shape, and I was truly amazed by this thing. I got this for $160 is what I paid for this. And I knew it was brand new when I took it out of the box because if you see here, the little bell was still sealed in a bag. So this thing was never run. And I found, what hall did I find this in, Mike? It was wherever the pre-show was.
Purple, I believe. Purple's in the
Purple.
pre-show, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I was happy about that. So hold on here. I just hooked everything together. So let me bring up some freight cars that I actually bought while I was there. So number one here is what my wife picked out. This is a Weaver rapid discharge hopper or something like that. She liked the Domino sugar. We actually found this at the hobby shop. It's the hobby shop next to the Choo Choo Barn. We were kind of over there rocking some stuff. Hold on one second. I got something going on downstairs. Stand by.
give Salty a minute. He got to go down the ladder.
No, it's I've got my drunk neighbor trying to come in. That's all. We're good. So, I just sent him a text. I'm fucking busy. So now Mike and I have talked about this guy before, man. He's got, anytime after like 6 o'clock, you got to watch out. He's one of my car working buddies, but yeah, it's like, dude, go away. But it's okay. But yeah, so that was her kind of find that she wanted, and the rest of the stuff here I'll just pull by hand so we're not making noise. Since I was at the Choo Choo Barn, I figured it was a great opportunity to actually try a Ready-Made Trains boxcar. So I was pretty impressed by that Choo Choo Barn, so I went ahead and got this. These boxcars, I'm truly impressed by them. These things are really nice. I like these a lot. These are more than worth the money. More than worth the money. And I dig the fact it's got its little, smart enough to open it here. Dexterity doesn't work after a long day. It's got the little, well, you can't see it, but it's got the little load and everything, which I thought was pretty cool.
I mean, you and I compared my line L1 to that one, and they're pretty damn similar.
Well, Mike, in all honesty, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if Ready-Made Train somehow got the older tooling from Lionel or somehow, because they're almost exact. Just some pieces are plastic versus metal, but other than that, very high quality product. I was amazed. Excuse me. The next thing here, this was my favorite price. This was free 99. Del Hudson actually gave this to me, and I guess it was my long haul award or something. But this was actually the Coors Light operating reefer, kind of similar to that Coors Banquet one I have. You guys think that Banquet one is rare? Try finding one of these. The only other person I know that has one is Brian at Knack Shack, but I have never seen one. And I know when I've told the story that Banquet one I have, I actually bought at the brewery. These ones were always sold out because Coors Light, everybody out here drinks Coors Light as opposed to Banquet, which is a little unfortunate, but that's all right.
That's an you can operate that too, can't you? Didn't you get it upgraded or whatever?
Yeah, I forgot to say that too. It wasn't so Moody didn't do this one. I think he had DB Tech do it, but I don't need the operating track for this anymore. It's now remote control. So, and I've already tried it out. It works perfect. It's so nice. So nice.
Now, do you have a remote or do you just use your phone, Salty?
He gave me a remote. So,
oh, that's cool.
If I try to do more than one thing with my phone, my brain will melt and I'll fall off the ladder. So, I can't do that. My brain has two function. It's got the beer and the poop nerve, so that's it. So anything over that, I'm in trouble. But the other thing, this is kind of a combo of Big Rich and Mr. Travis Moody. This is one of Moody's sound boxcars. So this is the Bluetooth with the subwoofer and the 2 speakers and everything. Big Rich actually traded me the car. I'm giving him a couple of things out of my collection. So he provided the car, and then Moody did the conversion for me. My wife had seen one of these and really fell in love with it. So I kind of had to do one. I know it's kind of out of my era of what I model, but it's so damn cool. And to me, that's kind of a one-off, and it's custom. So I really wanted one. I just thought that was a good idea. So I can park it on a side track and just rock out up here since, I'm kind of conventional for the most part, and some of my stuff doesn't even have sound. So that's pretty cool.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, I really like it. I really do. You should hear it. I'll try to do a video or something. And I'll try to do like videos on all this stuff. But another thing I'm grabbing here, this is courtesy of Mike. Mike found this for me. This is, I already have the icing house that goes with this, but this is the icing platform that Atlas made a few years ago. I want to make a scene where I just, can have, I don't know if you can see it down there, but there's a big square white building next to the bridge. That's the actual icing house. But you put these two things together, and you actually can make a little scene for your Woodside Reefers. So I've been looking for this forever, and like I said, we go into one hall, go down a friggin' aisle, and all of a sudden Mike's like, ah, and I'm like, oh shit, there it is. So
The funny thing is, we missed that the first day. We got that second day, didn't we?
yeah, it was second day. So I don't know if I don't know. We were going pretty fast that first day, but
We
sure was.
The weird thing is we stood at that table for a while. So I don't know how the hell we missed that.
I don't know, because you especially, I'm always kind of looking for Atlas stuff, so you kind of think that I would have noticed it.
Yeah, Maddie, I've been looking for. This is another item, salty. I've been looking for salty, and I just saw it at the show, and I'm like, oh damn! And I picked it up. I was like, here you go.
Yeah, because Atlas, in their infinite wisdom, they still make the icing house, but they discontinued this. So, that makes sense. But
I wish I had
That's
the
it.
room for that thing. That thing's gonna be awesome when you get that thing built.
take a look at how big this is, if you guys can read that. That's how big it is after you get it assembled. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
over
massive.
That's over a yard long. So luckily I got room for it. I'm gonna put it right down the middle over there past the little station with my new blinking sign on there. But
I think Pops O-Scale has one of those, and I saw him put a picture up on Facebook of his, and it looks awesome. I can't wait to see yours.
I've always wanted this one just because it's a little bit easier to build. You can still find Craftsman or laser cut style ones, but I kind of don't have time for those kind of kits anymore. I used to build those all the time, especially when I was into HO. I really liked laser cut wood. They just go together nice, and wood's easy to paint compared to plastic. So, but I don't have time for that kind of stuff anymore. So I'll take these Atlas quick little build things or pre-built building. I'm well past the craftsman stage of my career in model trains, so that's why I like O-Gauge. I can just kind of buy stuff; it's easier. So,
Mike, I think everybody's missing New York. Unfortunately, I mean, it's crazy how fast it goes by. It flies.
yeah, I was nuts. It was really crazy for me. I hadn't had a vacation in a while, and as a lot of you know, my wife had a really good time while she was there. So I think she enjoyed the trip probably more than anybody. But but no, it was good. And I got another locomotive downstairs. We got to go down and look at that. So everybody.
I was
going to
ask you, are you going down and showing the big item?
Yep, I figured it wouldn't be me being a guest if I wasn't on the ladder at least once. So hold on here. Let's go down. And keep in mind, I'll be stepping all over Big Rich's stuff that I have to ship out for him because I brought home all of Big Rich's purchases. Because it's a hell of a lot cheaper to ship from Colorado than it is from York. So right here, you guys can watch the Corvette, which is back. While I walk down the ladder here. Oh. All right. So all the boxes we'll see is all sneak peek. That's all Big Rich's stuff there. So here's one this didn't come from York, but I didn't get a chance to really, I didn't get a chance to do a video because York came up a week after this. This is an old Williams brass Challenger that I picked up at the Rocky Mountain Train Show out here in Denver. And this thing, Mike and I had a long conversation about this thing. It just, when I pulled it out of the box, it just seemed kind of weird to me. The paint isn't glossy. I saw like the builder's plates, and the tender and locomotive connection was backwards. Usually on Williams, your tab is on the tender and it's not on the locomotive. So I'm like, that's a little weird. So I started going through the box and I found all the paperwork. This was a 2-rail that was converted to 3-rail. So it's got a little more detail. And God, I showed Mike, it's kind of funny. So I got this for $400. In the box was all the original paperwork. So the people that did the conversion was actually QSI. So the Proto 1 guys, they actually did the conversion for this guy. And what was that original receipt, Mike? It was like $2,700 is what the guy.
It was crazy what they spent.
Yeah, and that was in 1991 is what that guy paid for this thing. I mean, the detail's good. I know some guys will say that this is not a correct paint scheme, but it actually was for just a couple years. But I always like the Greyhound. I like the two-tone gray without the, the other Greyhound is the yellow stripe like back there. But I kind of like the white striping or the silver striping. It just looks pretty cool to me.
I think
But
that
anyway,
one looks. I like that striping better myself. It looks better.
yeah, it just looks more freightish to me, and this probably did haul passenger stuff, and in later years they did get almost all the passenger ones had smoke deflectors, but it's pretty cool engine and it runs perfectly fine. I'll do a separate video on this. But anywho, the big purchase at York, I'm kind of like sleeves here. This is a MTH Z6 Challenger. This one happens to be a Proto 2. And I think I got this. It's a 3-volt, so it's okay. And I got this from Vince's as well. But if anybody that knows me, I always said in either the Discord or any of the live streams, the railroad I wanted when I saw was Spokane, Portland, and Seattle. And Vince had one, so I had to buy this. So it'll be running conventional on my layout, but that's fine. I'll do a separate video on this thing too, because I'm pretty impressed with this. I haven't owned a MTH Premier Proto 2 steamer before. Detail on this guy is pretty intense, so I like it. But luckily, my little this is how I knew this thing was brand new when I got it. Let me throw this in front of the camera. I still have the NiCad in it, and look at how this thing is like in perfect shape. So, and I sniffed down the smokestack. It still smells like electronics. It's never had smoke in it. But my little thing showed up today, so here's the little BCR. I'll probably mess with this after the stream here or tomorrow, because I'll probably pass out after the stream. But pretty unique. It does have that kind of, sorry about the little hobos there. It does kind of have that P3 connection or whatever. I'm gonna have to get used to that. But it kind of reminds me of, I've got that Proto 1 coal UP turbine, that number 80. It kind of has connections like that, so I'm kind of used to it. But nah, I had to have it in Spokane, Portland, and Seattle. That's a fun fact. I told Mike a long time ago, my favorite railroad is actually Spokane, Portland, and Seattle. The only reason I don't model it in O gauge is because nobody makes anything. When I was an HO guy, I actually had quite a bit of Spokane, Portland, and Seattle. But outside of Atlas has made a few diesels. Some of them are a little too modern for what I kind of like to model, but they just don't. This is not a represented railroad. So, and if anybody that doesn't know, this was just they were owned by the Great Northern and the Northern Pacific. So it was just a division of them. And eventually it became part of the Burlington Northern. So any of you guys that ever notice early Burlington Northern, when they first came on in 1970, that they had a lot of Alco diesels, that came from the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle, because they were 99% Alco diesels. They did not like EMD or GE. So they were exclusively Alco, except for a couple GP9s and maybe a few F units. But yeah, look up Spokane, Portland, and Seattle. Pretty cool railroad.
Good night, Angler.
Good night.
The,
I can't see anything.
the front of that engine is awesome looking.
Yeah, I like it. Hold on, I can actually. Oh, brass Challenger is heavier than hell. Kind of get a good idea for what it's doing up here.
No, that's awesome looking.
Yeah, I was impressed with it, even more so when I got it out of the box. So, I mean, even my blind ass can read these builder's plates, which is pretty cool. And that actually surprised me. I didn't realize this was a Alco built Challenger. I thought this would be a Baldwin built Challenger, but that's okay. No big deal. But
Maddie
yeah.
C asked if that's the newest run, Salty.
No, this is Proto 2. I believe this is the first run. This guy is from 07. But like I said, it's never been run, so I'm not worried about it. I'm sure
All right,
it'll
Radar.
sound,
Talk to you later.
I'm sure it'll sound the same. I'm not worried about it. So
Lionel Richie said, "What's up, everybody?"
what's up, man? I remember meeting him.
B&O said, "What's up, Salty?"
What's up? What's up? Hey, I wanted to tell him too. I heard you guys talking earlier about how his thing isn't doing that good in command. I hate to say it. I've got 072 on my loops up there. And my K-Line Mikado kind of does the same thing when it's in command, even on the 072. But what really throws me off is that Mikado runs better in conventional than it does in command. I don't know why, but it seems to keep more of a steady speed. But a K-Line like that, the cruise upgrade is really simple on it. It's almost plug and play. So I would just do that.
I think you did pretty damn good, Salty. You got a pretty good York. What is your
Well,
what are your thoughts on York since that was your first time ever being there?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I kind of agree with the other people. I liked people more than I liked the show itself. I had more fun meeting all the different people and putting faces to names, like everybody says, and stuff like that. It just, it was really a good experience. It really was. It was worth the drive. I'll put it that way. You know, I would, I'd probably do it again. It won't be for fall, but I wouldn't mind doing it again. I thought, honestly, I thought the show would be a little bigger, and I thought there'd be more people there. But other than that, it was great. I don't have any shows anywhere near that much O-Gauge product around here. My Rocky Mountain show is, I think it's bigger than that York, but it's not all O-Gauge. So it's kind of all scale. So you can't really compare that. But no, it was a good experience. I really liked it. It was great meeting everybody. And like I said, I'd do it again. My wife had a blast, obviously. So, no, I liked it. And I
Mike's
didn't have
American
as many.
Flyers heading out.
What's that?
Mike's American Flyers heading out for the night.
Oh, good night, Mike. Yeah, it's actually getting kind of late for you guys, isn't it? It's still early out here.
Newt saying come back fall of 27.
I could shoot for that. I'll have time built up by then, so that's no big deal. No big deal. So,
Well, another thing we never got to really talk about is what was your thoughts on actually getting to run legacy engines, because you never ran one before coming to my house.
well, that was really bad because I didn't realize how good they actually run. So I think it's kind of funny that I did this whole York show and I didn't buy a legacy engine, but you know, it is what it is.
We tried.
I tried. I did. Mike had one picked out for me, but we just couldn't find it. No big deal. I'll find it at another time. And it'll be worth it, I promise.
No, I had
Yeah.
I had a blast hanging out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I
A
did
lot of
too.
fun.
I did too. I don't know if the guys realize how long we ran trains for like 11 or 12 hours. My wife was making fun of me all the way home. But yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed your layout. It was just, you know, it didn't like one of my locomotives, but it sure my two other locomotives really enjoyed running around it. So, but no, I was really impressed by that USRA, that 2882 or whatever. That I don't know what it was about that little guy, but I really liked it. But I also got to run my first Vision Line engine at Mike's layout too. I ran the the Niagara. So that thing was thoroughly impressive. The only problem is it sells for more than what both my daily driven cars cost. So that would be a hard push on the wife on that one. But I don't know.
Moody Locomotive Works is in here. What's up, Travis?
Hey, Travis, I was just telling him how awesome I thought your sound car was. So thank you again. But no, York overall, I enjoyed the whole trip. It's one of the best vacations I've ever had. So much more fun than when I go do like car stuff and things like that. So I'd rather do train stuff. Better people. So
Yeah, it
and
was honestly one of my favorite Yorks that I've been to. No, I had a good time. It was a lot of
oh
fun.
yeah, no, that the show was awesome. I got a kick out of the club. I went to the club 2 nights. I went Wednesday and Thursday, and we were even running the M64 back there. Was running on the club without a problem. Didn't like Mike's layout, but it had no problem at the club. So
Yeah, I didn't like the S curve. It seems like anything with a drawbar that's 072 does not like that S curve.
I'm gonna take your suggestion next time I'm into that thing for a lube job or something. I'll take that shrink wrap off of there, that heat shrink off of that tether, and see if I can extend that a little bit, because that would help a little bit. But I know for a fact that I have the instructions on that thing, and it says 072 only, and they weren't lying. So, which is weird to me because it's not even that big of an engine.
No, but I think like I don't know. The tender that swing is what was causing it. Soon it would go through the curves fine. They ran the curves fine. It's just the S curve it didn't do.
Yeah, it
It's
just
just
kind
that
of bound himself up.
yeah, exactly.
Because I think when we were running the other one, when we were running the third rail, I actually had that coupled in the close position, and it was taking that S curve like it was nothing.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, that thing, that engine really enjoyed your layout. I was
Yeah, that thing ran really well.
yeah, it definitely liked your layout. It doesn't like my my plywood floor. So, and even that GG1 looked good on your layout too. So,
Yeah, I still never posted that video. I'll post that up tomorrow.
it doesn't matter. It's fine. But I just thought, I sent the link to the live stream we did to somebody I work with, and she was laughing her ass off. She was I was in the office when I was doing that paper towel thing we were talking about earlier. She was telling me about the part when we scared Lauren because we started running our shit all like super fast.
Well, she was freaking out.
Yeah.
I think everybody got a kick out of people got a kick out of that, honestly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I was impressed by I didn't really mention it in that stream, but man, those Blue Nami diesels that Jeremy had, those things ran. Those were killer. Those things were killer. Like I couldn't believe how good those run. I mean, I would Blue Nami a diesel. I don't know if I'd do it to a steamer, but man, I've got plenty of diesels I could do that to. So
Yeah, they ran well. I was impressed.
Maybe I'll just send Jeremy one of my diesels. I'll have him do it. So I mean, I got brand new Proto 1 diesels sitting back here. I mean, that little UPAS 616 back there has got about, I don't know, 3 laps on my loop upstairs, and that's about it on it. So, but nah, York was a good time. I'd love to do it again. I really enjoyed meeting everybody. I got a kick out of Newt. I got a kick out of Doc. Doc really saved the day on Thursday. He kept my wife company when I was running or Wednesday, I should say, when I was running my own stuff at the club layout. I was behind the scenes there, and she was kind of left to sit. But he stepped up and kept her company and kept her from getting bored. So I really appreciated that. So, and she really liked him too. Doc was so. How I met Doc is kind of funny. It was on Wednesday. We were doing the pre-show or whatever. Doc recognized me by my voice. So my wife and I are walking down an aisle. It was right before I bought that little Williams switcher. And I was talking to her about something or probably complaining. But he just goes, "Excuse me, are you Uncle Salty?" I was like, "Well, yes, I am." So my wife got a big kick out of that too. It's the first time I've ever been recognized by my voice. So
Moody says if you can update TMCC with Cruise, you can install Balloon Army.
well, I can do that. So I do a lot more to these things than I lead on. Trust me. So even our M64, I actually did a board replacement before I brought that out to the club. That's why that thing was running a little decent. So a little more decent, I should say. So, and I figured that out without a problem. So no big deal. I can do it. Just got to remember not to have a beer before I do it so the hands stay steady. That's it.
Rich said you can almost see my eyes popping out when you guys were running them fast. It wasn't me as much as Lauren. You should have seen Lauren's face.
Well, you were just laughing at us, man. You were just laughing at us because it was, it was our stuff. So no big deal. I wouldn't have done that to any of your engines, obviously, but my stuff, it's no big deal.
Lauren was the ones as salty. Lauren was sweating over there. She was like,
She really was. She really was. But no, it's fine. With a lot of times I can run stuff full on, like absolute full speed on my layout. It's so flat, I don't have to worry about stuff falling. So I do it every now and again, but I don't recommend it all the time. They look a lot cooler when they're going slow. So
Doc wants to know if he can call Mary Auntie Pepper.
So he can, that's fine. But something I never mentioned. So she does have a nickname, and it's from a drinking event in our past. But her nickname is Nightmare. So, and that comes from a solo drinking experience that she did on her own years ago in a mountain town in Colorado. So we just named her Nightmare because that's when she gets a few drinks in her and becomes somebody else. So, but yeah, you can call her Nightmare too. She likes that. So.
Gets a few drinks in her and becomes somebody else.
It's like me too, man. It's like, why walk around being the same asshole all the time? Get drunk, be somebody else. It makes it more fun.
I can't wait to see the video of this thing running.
Yeah, I think I got a fairly quiet weekend. I was supposed to have some car stuff going on, but I don't. Hold on here. I'm going to go back upstairs, actually. I'm not comfortable not being on my ladder here. But no, the Corvette guys, I told them to come in and do this shit while I'm at work tomorrow. I don't want to mess with cars this weekend, so I want to do train stuff. But yeah. All right, let's go.
What are they coming in to do?
It's going in for exhaust on Tuesday, so it's going to the exhaust shop. So they got to finish. I think they got to put the driver's side header on and stuff like that. So hold on here. Put my hat on and we can look at my ugly mug again. I feel better now that I have a beer. So let's try that. The other way. Come on. Welcome back. But yeah, after I'd kind of like to have a relaxing weekend without car shit. So if you guys knew how many hours I put into that Corvette, and this is the third time I've rebuilt that thing, so I'm a little Corvetted out.
Thanks, Richie. Look familiar?
Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to see right there. I love that thing, man. That is like the perfect paint scheme. It really is.
I'm very happy with that thing. Really happy with that thing.
Are those the Lindbergh cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see those up close either. Those are nice. Did you pick up the Loco yet or not?
I got to meet that guy. Aaron's the one that actually has the engine.
Oh,
I have to
nice.
meet him to get it. He said he was going to the hobby shop, Hobby Express, which is like an hour ride from me. But this weekend, I should go meet him and get that engine.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get that set going. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. You and Rich can both do that because I know. I think Rich just picked up a brass one. Oh yeah, he did pick up a brass one. God, I am tired.
Yeah, he
Uh,
he
got a
got the
third-
brass one, and he was telling me that I didn't know he had the passenger cars to match it. He has the cars already too.
Yeah, he did. I forget. Yeah, he did tell me that. I'm sorry. Yeah, and that third rail one. God, he got a deal on that. It's an older one, so it's from the same gen as like that Water Buffalo I have. Excuse me. So it's got QSI in it, but he pulled it out of the box and it was brand new. Absolutely brand new. And he got that
Yeah,
for a hell of a deal. That was in the same price range, like I said on that Valley Flyer I got. So very reasonable for a third rail.
I can't believe that guy sold that to you as cheap as he did.
Oh, I know. I threw that number out and he's like, sold. I'm like, okay.
What did he have on it? Was it 400?
Yeah, it was 400. So I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I was like, I'd offer him 350.
Yeah, and he
said,
took it right.
He was like, yeah, that's what he said. It took it pretty damn quick.
Oh yeah. I was really surprised because, I would have paid 400 without a problem, but because that's still $600 less than what I normally see them for. But now I'll have to put together a train for that thing. I'm not a fan of the Weaver cars. You and me were talking about that. The Weaver cars are incorrect. They're streamliners. And then the Lionel cars I'll never find. But I'll mention when I do an actual video on that, I did a little research on that locomotive, and it also pulled troop trains during World War II, so I could build a troop train for it. Yeah.
Now you got to get troop cars.
That'd be fine, because they're Weaver anyway, if I can find some without zinc pest. So.
Well, Alice is making new ones right now. You can pre-order them.
Yeah, and they're pretty, they're reasonable, in my opinion. They're,
I was going to say, they hold the used ones hold their price, so yeah, you're better off buying the new ones.
Yeah, because if you do find a Weaver one without zinc pest, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're going to be just as much as the new ones.
Yeah, might as well get new ones. They'll have the zinc pest problem will be licked, so won't have to worry about that.
Moody said it's amazing how much new old stock is still out there from Third Rail, K-Line, and Atlas.
I'm amazed. A good chunk of all this crap I have up here, I have found new old stock. God, that turbine I got was brand new. Both those turbines were new. I got a Veranda turbine too. They're both PS1, but new in the box. I've got that that little one I was showing you, that little Southern Pacific Camelback. That was brand new in the box. My UP K-Line Mikado, that was brand new in a box. I've got that brass Williams cab forward, that was new in a box. And that shit was made in 1990. So that's pretty amazing to me. I don't know how you could have something that long and not even open it, Because I open my stuff as soon as I get it. I could care less. I wasn't made to sit in the box, Same thing I believe on real cars like this Corvette that I'm building down here. We built that to be a driver. That's not going to sit in a garage or anything like that. When we broke it in, we took it like 200 miles up into the mountains just to make sure it would. We wanted to see how all the carburetors would react to altitude. So when you got 4 carburetors, you got to kind of be careful with stuff sometimes. So.
That's awesome. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Yeah, I gotta find. So my Sea Liner is 4801. I think the other one's 4802.
Okay. Oh, you're right. It was just one off.
which we're not gonna find it. I don't think, but
Remember, that's what I said with that white whale locomotive. So, you know, 1 of 10, and I found it. So, you never know. Just got to keep looking. It'll pop up when you least expect it. Trust me.
exactly.
That's always how it goes. Sorry, something making noise over there. That's not a drunk neighbor. I don't know what that is. Huh. Who knows? We got weird weather out here. That's why I'm coughing. My allergies are just going nuts. It's rained ever since we got back. So,
That's another thing I wanted to bring up. We actually really lucked out with the York weather because it's been crappy since York, actually.
oh yeah, like it cleared up for those 3 days. You know, that was crazy. Got a little shitty there
Yeah.
on Friday we left, but you know,
Yeah.
our drive back was rain the whole way. There were a bunch of I can't remember what it was before we got up to I-80, but in Pennsylvania there were wrecks all over the highways on our drive up.
Really?
Yeah, it took us a while. People hydroplaning and shit. I guess I don't know. I guess they
Yeah,
don't
Jeff,
drive.
I'm doing good. Like you said, yeah, spring busy. I mean, I wish the weather was a little nicer, but I will say, like I said, we got lucky at York. It could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah, I thought your weather was fine. I mean, it wasn't it wasn't super humid or anything like that. It was nice. It was real nice. It made us think about not living in Colorado anymore. Put it that way.
It's not that bad out here. I mean, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I used to like it out here, but it's it's not what it was when I moved here. Put it that way. So
Well, just the fact of how many more people are there, that's insane.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm not crazy about our house prices anymore either. I mean, God, if I would have bought my house 30 years ago, I couldn't afford to buy a house out here. You know, I talk about
Yeah,
kiddo all the time. You know, that girl makes $3,500 a month and she can't afford to move out on her own. You know.
that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. When I was 23, I made like $10 an hour. You know, maybe 14. I can't remember, but anyway, I bought a house on that. You know, can't do that anymore.
So when are we going to see that York Hall video, Salty, over the weekend, probably?
I'll try. I've got a big project on Saturday. That's the main reason why I kind of wanted the car shit not to go on. I got to ship all of Rich's stuff. So the wife's going to come out and help me. So we'll get it done. I've got some of it done already. I boxed up the engines and all that. So I just got to get stuff labeled, and I'll probably have the daughter go drop it off. We got to, well, you know what I use, but I got a UPS store, you know, half a mile from the house. So I'll just have her drop them off. She's got the bigger car. So all those boxes will fit in the SUV. So, but it was kind of funny on our drive back. I should have taken it. I was horrible. The whole time I was at York, I was like so overwhelmed. I didn't take pictures of anything, you know, nothing except the museum. I went to the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. But I didn't take pictures of my own shit at the club. I didn't do anything. Didn't take pictures of people. Just, I was so overwhelmed. It was just funny. But how packed our rental car was, and Mike saw it. It was I don't know, some kind of Buick SUV thing. But, you know, oil's optional in it. But I couldn't see out of the back window. I had so much stuff in the car, and it was all Rich's. So Rich will have a good haul video, I promise.
Well, I know Richie said you need to get a pallet.
I need to get a what? A pallet? Ironically, I can ship pallets, but I don't think Rich wants to pay what it would cost me to ship a pallet. So I got trucks going to California all the time, but you don't want to know what that costs right now. So
He got a lot of stuff. Wait till you guys all see Rich's haul.
Yeah.
It was Impressive.
it was intense to say the least, and it just
Every time
kept
we
coming.
saw him, he's like, yeah, I was gonna say, every time we saw him, he's like, well, I got more stuff to put in the car.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we had your car loaded, and then when I dropped him off, I had to go up to his apartment or his hotel and get the rest. I was like, holy shit. I couldn't, dude. If he would have had to ship that stuff from York, that would have been more than what he paid for the stuff he bought at York. So,
Probably, yes. Yes. I would agree
I
with
can't
that.
imagine. I can't imagine shipping that far would be that cheap because, my God. At least I'm at the halfway point for him.
No, you're talking almost coast to coast, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That would be coast to coast, and he's right. He is right on the ocean. I know right where he lives. So, yeah, you don't get any more west in California than what he's at. So, that's
No,
nuts.
that would have been insanely expensive to ship.
Sorry, I'm watching your demonstrator go by on the other side there. I really like that thing. That's cool. What is going on? Sorry,
I'm so glad I looked that thing up and saw what it was and was like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, when you mentioned it, I didn't even know what the hell it was. So, Fairbanks Morse demonstrators are pretty. You don't see them much. I mean, I've got a Fairbanks Morse Train Master in the demonstration scheme, but it's nothing like that scheme you got. I like that scheme you got a lot more. So, kind of the subdued 50s looking colors,
I don't think Lionel does many demonstrator schemes, honestly. I think they need to do that more, honestly.
Yeah, you're right. I think MTH did all the demonstrators. Well, they did the demonstrator. I was looking at a set when we were there. The Century Club Train Masters, they were remember they were demonstrators.
Yeah.
That 2-pack or whatever that was. I was looking at those till I walked up and saw the price. I was like, oh, no. But
My only complaint with that engine is the coupler gap is pretty big on it. You can see right there. See how the rear coupler is pretty large.
Well, you can probably. Is that an electric coupler on the back or just a normal one?
Yeah, it's an electric coupler.
You could either find a shorter electro coupler or just change it with a dummy. Suck it right up.
Yeah, Lionel Richie. That's the one I got from Nick Smith. I'm too bad he didn't have both of them. That would have been nice if he had both.
Yep. And which one? Rich got one there too. What did he get?
He got the
Long Island or what?
Yeah, he got Long Island. I think Kath and Andy got New York Central.
That's right. I was going to say, I know somebody got a New York Central.
They had a bunch of New York Central, and I think they had a bunch of Long Island, but that was the only demonstrator I think they had.
Yeah, you picked the right one on that. I don't know what I know what the New York Central one looks like. It's black. It's the black lightning stripe, which is pretty cool. But like I told you, I saw an MTH version of those in Purple Hall or whatever, and I didn't like them. They did not look good in War Bonnet. So yours looks much better.
Oh, he said he got an RS-27. I wish I would have looked at Nicholas Smith a little bit better from what I'm hearing. I heard there was some pretty good stuff there that I must have missed.
Yeah, those RS-27s are pretty cool too. I like those. Well, I like anything Alco, but I like all the funky ones, diesel-wise.
And the next time I go to Nicholas Smith, I'm just lowballing him because apparently I thought I lowballed him enough, and they said, yeah. So next time I'm going even lower.
Well, that's why I kind of would have liked to see the show like on Saturday, because I'll bet you can get really good deals when everybody's packing shit up. I'm assuming that's when they don't want to take stuff home, Like Sleeve said, I heard him talking about how the guy's like, I'm not taking this home. Sorry, I don't want to take it home. So.
Oh, there's David. What's up, David? We're just talking York purchases. We had some people on showing off their what they got.
Yes, our poor financial decisions is all, so it's fun. Of course, I don't know. I think I made out pretty good, so there's no way
No,
I
I
was
think
going to
you,
drive it that far and not spend a lot of money. So
oh, this is interesting. Travis said he got an RS-27 in the demonstrator paint in Nick Smith. Now you got me wanting to see what this is.
I look it up. I think it's kind of a maroon color, but it looks pretty nice. Yeah, if you got access, look it up real quick. Alco demonstrators are extremely rare in O-Gauge.
Well, I think Marius. It's let me see if this is it before I say. It's like maroon and silver.
Yeah, I think MTH did it years ago, but
But the actual pictures don't look maroon. It looks more red. So the catalog picture looks more maroon, and then the actual picture looks more red.
what catalog was it in?
Looks like probably like 22.
22. Is that the one that's the old MTH tooling?
I believe so, but don't quote me 100% on that.
Because I know they did RS-27s. I don't know. I'd have to see one. Good looking little engine though. Little short hood, little chopped hood.
You said yes, maroon.
Yep. Well, there you go. Now you got to find one of those. You should be the demonstrator guy.
Dude, he said Lionel's catalog renderings suck. That's why I was skeptical on buying the one I bought because I couldn't find an actual picture of it. But I'm 100% happy with the one I got.
Yeah, your colors look okay because I know that that picture you sent me. It kind of like I think that was the catalog or whatever. It kind of looked like it was Border Patrol green, but the green that yours actually is actually very nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that thing. It's a nice engine.
I wasn't listening a whole lot earlier because I was showering and eating and stuff. But did the smoke you quiet down?
It was still making noise. It was nowhere near as loud as it was. It's getting better.
Oh, that's good.
But Matty C was saying that his is loud too. He said that's kind of a C-liner thing, which I don't really understand that, but kind of weird.
Yeah, that is odd.
Yeah, I think it's strange that all the damn C-liners would have loud smoke units in them, but
well, like we were talking the other day, I said I have a lot of MTH stuff that Proto 1 that makes noise, but like none of my Lionel stuff makes noise, smoke unit wise. None of them. So
Sam said that he was glad to meet you, Salty.
I was glad to meet you too, Sam. You had the best seat in the house, man, at the club. I stood next to him for a while. He was sitting right in the front there. So there were a lot of people there on Thursday. So it was kind of nice.
Hey, it was packed on Thursday.
I couldn't believe our near wrecks. Those were kind of interesting. The runaways. So,
dude, if that one would have landed that hit, that thing would have probably been destroyed.
Oh, it would. What was it? There was like a post-war looking Trainmaster that was going. What was it going to head end? Was it? It was either that little gen set or the F-19. I can't remember which.
The F-19 was about to get clobbered.
Oh God, that Trainmaster would have just eaten that thing's lunch.
It would have. If that guy wouldn't have, it was flying. That dude just grabbed that thing at the last second.
Oh yeah. Well, that was nice that he did. You know, a lot of people
Oh.
would have just let it go, but nah, good for him. I don't know who that guy was, but
Luckily, he snatched it at the last second. Thankfully,
both owners of those locomotives, thank you. Trust me. Because yeah, that would have been
not
it.
the F-19, like you said, would have probably been destroyed.
Oh yeah, that with how detailed that thing is, I can't imagine. You know, because remember we were walking around the first day. I mentioned to you because I made you stop because I'd never seen a F-19 in person, and I was quite impressed by the detail on it. I really was.
Ah, yeah, that was. Then Lauren texted me. That was funny too. She's like, "I see you guys rolled out right after that. And what's
Oh
happened?"
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to. I haven't finished watching that whole thing yet, just because it's been busy ever since I got back at work and stuff. But I want to see us running away. But we were in that corner when that happened. But yeah,
Oh, we were definitely over there.
that was a lot of money that would have given. I didn't want to. I didn't want to watch that happen. You know. But yeah, there were a few when they were really hauling ass. So
Yeah, I think there was a decent amount of conventional trains getting run.
yeah,
Actually.
I saw that, and I know Chooch was running one with his. I dig those old AMT passenger cars. Those are so cool, especially for how old they are. You know, the metal stuff just holds. You know, just lasts forever.
Yeah, dog, that was Caleb's. It almost got destroyed.
That was Caleb's F-19.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, and he had the RF&P one, didn't he? Because it was that bluish color.
Yeah. Well, that happened. All that happened like the exact same time. So that's whenever that genset ran into the back of his train,
Oh yeah,
and then like
that's right. It got
and then
hit
like
twice.
2 seconds, and then like 2 seconds later, like a minute later, that conventional train almost just nailed it.
Yeah, that was crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, that would have been woof. That would have been pricey.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah. No, I was fully impressed by that club. Those guys got a good thing going there. So that was nice. I
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
what.
You walk in the front door and all you smell is smoke fluid. It's so awesome. You know, it reminds
That's
me
what
of
I.
like when I walk up here in the attic when I've been running smoke all afternoon. It kind of fills up the whole garage, which is nice. It doesn't smell like, old oil and gasoline. It just smells like smoke fluid. It's kind of nice. It's a nice change for me.
That's what I told them guys. I said, "You guys are so lucky to have a club like this."
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wish I had something like that around here. My club I was part of has been, well, everybody's probably dead because they were all 30 years older than me, but it's long gone. Long gone. So too bad. I did hear of one I might join the one that Will 2926 is a part of because he's pretty close to me. He's within an hour of me here, so he lives just south of me. So, and he's got a big club, so that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd like to do that again. I would definitely like to do that again. So that guy knows what's going on. Trust me. I mentioned I met him at the Rocky Mountain show. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. So, and he helps Lionel quite a bit too.
Helps Lionel.
Yeah, he's the one that came up with. Somebody in the comments will know, but I think he's the one that gave Lionel that the thing they're putting on the front of their big boy, the thing that says 844 and 4014 with the eagle and the 250 and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had something to do with that because I know when Kunkel did the original teaser for that little video thing they did today, he actually thanks Will. So Will must have had a lot to do with that. So
That's cool.
it is cool. It is cool. So, but that guy really knows trains and he really knows Western stuff. I will give him that. So
Doc said that they were at the club till 2 a.m. on Friday night.
oh man.
And
I
then,
can't do that.
Travis
Yeah.
said that the fall hours are going to change for obviously the adjusting TCA schedule.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that was so weird that when I told you I watched that video today on what they're doing to change the hours for that. It makes no sense to me. No sense. But anyway, that's for another video.
No, I don't really get it either, but
No, they're taking a day. It just makes no sense to me. No sense. At least you guys get your member day. Still, it's just it'll be Friday, but man, I don't understand taking away one of the public days. You know, having the public come in on a day when everybody's packing up, that just, I don't know, doesn't make sense to me.
David asked what else you got besides your Spokane steamer.
Oh, well, I've kind of put everything away. I got a Weaver Valley Flyer in brass, and I got a Williams B6 060 switcher in brass as well. And then some various freight cars. I got a Moody Sound car. Dale Hudson gave me a remote control Coors Light operating MTH reefer. I got, what was the other thing I got down there? I can't look, they're on the other side of the layout. Oh, an RMT PS1 boxcar, which I highly suggest now. And then my wife found an old Weaver, and that thing was new in the box, by the way, that little air slide hopper or whatever that little guy is. I don't think that's a PS2. It's a different style. But a little Domino sugar hopper. That was a Weaver new in box. So 3 engines and like 5 cars in a building. So, and I got the same exact smoke fluid flavors that Mike did. So
Travis said Moody Sound car, #rare.
I like that thing. That is cool as shit. And I've never even seen one. I actually like the, what is this, an 86 foot or 89 foot box car or whatever? I actually like that. Lionel did a good job on that. That's got rotating bearing caps and all sorts of shit. Did you know that?
Which one does?
The sound car. It's that either that 86 or 89 foot box car or whatever. I think these are auto parts box cars. But yeah, it's got rotating bearing caps, like a kinematic style coupler, all sorts of cool shit on it. So I was really impressed.
The rotating bearing caps I think are awesome. I think that's a really cool touch.
Yeah, I've got like 3 cars that have it. 2 of which really make you laugh. They're Menards, and then I have I know I have a couple Atlas cars that have it too. But yeah, that's a nice touch. What's really sad is I've seen there's some HO shit that has that now. HO car. I don't know how you'd even see that in HO. What's the point of it? But anyway.
Yeah, Moody, it's hard to come by that stuff. Unscented Lionel premium smoke fluid.
Oh, how much of it do you want? I got a bunch of it in my downstairs here in the garage.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how well it would ship when you come from this high and go down low. You'd be amazed what pops and stuff. But yeah, I got a bunch of it left over from God, where did I? I'm looking at the box right now. I can see it. Oh, I told you, Mike, I told you that story how I tried to give my collection to my boss's son a few years ago. He had bought a bunch of that stuff and just gave it to me. So yeah, I've got like 5 or 6 of the bottles not open. So I prefer the JT stuff. So JT's works really good in well, we learned at your layout, Mike. It works really good in Sooth units. So
Moody said, "Send it all."
Send it all. I'll bring it with me next time. Well, I think I might have Oh, where did he buy that shit? It's a local hobby store, but it's a hobby store. It's not like all trains. Colpar, Colpar. They have a website. They're a division of like Hobbytown or something out here. They might still have some. So look it up. Colpar Hobbies. Because that stuff's only, I don't know, a few years old. So, but no, I like the JT stuff. So,
Well, Salty, it's 11 o'clock. I know you had a long day.
I had a hell of a long day, and I'm doing my ladder stance here, but you can't see I'm actually using my elbows for support today, so it's not nearly as bad.
But I think I'm going to call it. It's 11 o'clock. It was a good live. It was fun having everybody on. I was hoping more people would come on, but I opened it up to anybody to come on.
It's fine. It's fine. Nah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. And I was trying to watch everybody else's. I'm still impressed by Mike's American Flyer. Those passenger cars that he got, those things are friggin' sweet.
I know, man. That's what I even told him. I was like, I like them better than mine. I like that shine to them. Someone earlier said they didn't like the shine, but
I don't
thought
mind
the chrome looks. I think the chrome looked awesome. That thing was impressive looking.
They were chrome like that when they were brand new, you know, like real life. But
yeah, they were nice.
Polished stainless steel or whatever. But no, I like. Well, you and me were talking, but I like S-Gauge, and I really like that company, American Models. We need a company like that in O-Gauge. They make nice stuff. They listen to their customers. They're kind of like Jay from Third Rail. But yeah, some of the stuff they come out with is so nice. So nice. But anyway.
Yeah, I think Mike was really impressed with those things.
I couldn't believe how heavy they were. So, guys,
yeah,
you
I
all
had to
make.
hold them for a minute there. They were heavy.
Yeah. I mean, no bullshit. Those 4 cars weighed like what a brass O-Gauge steam locomotive weighs. I'm not kidding. I mean, that's how heavy those things were.
They had some weight to them, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I hope those S-Gauge engines are strong.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna end up calling it for the night. I'm sure I'll be talking to you, Salty. I'll talk to all you guys. Have a good weekend.